FayzDaTrapr.
Yo, what's the deal?
How you living?
Good. Living good out here. Feeling young, handsome, single, you feel me? Looking good, feeling good.
How did you get the name FayzDaTrapr?
I had that shit like since like in high school. You know, I used to spell like Faze, but I used to spell it different, like Fazz. You know, but like one of my homies, you know, not my homie anymore. They told me, you know, spell it like this. I was like, okay, you know, because I didn't want to spell it like how everyone else spells that shit, like Faze, you know, because it's common. So I was like, nah, let me be different. I'm gonna spell it, you know, Faze, you know, Fayz, you know. So that's how I got my name, you know. I always felt like people couldn't phase me, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna go with Faze, you know. You can't phase me, you know. People when they try to get you mad or shit like that, I'm just like, I ain't worried about that shit. That shit ain't getting me mad,
Right.
you know.
How long you been rapping?
For like barely 4 years this month, you know, like this month, like in April 17, 2018, I started like rapping. I got into the studio. I made like 3 songs: King of the 818, Death, and Remember Me. All in the same shot, you know, like in 3 hours. But I was going back and forth, you know. I went back to like the store and pick up like some shit, you know, and then I had to go back to the fucking studio. So I recorded like 3 songs like in April 17, 2018.
So you said King of the 818.
Yeah.
So you from the Valley?
Yeah.
You feel like it's competition in the Valley?
Not really too much, you know, because there's not really too many artists out here. You know, there's like at least like 4 or 5 different artists out here that I know of, but for the most part, there's not really that much competition. I feel like the competition when it comes to like being an artist is like LA, you know, because that's where a lot of artists pop out, a lot of like known artists. Everybody pops out from LA, you know. There's not really too many people that pop out from the Valley besides like only like one person, but he's been doing music for like 13 years, you know, so that's the only person that's like been able to pop out from the Valley. But other than that, there's not really too many people popping out here, you know.
What's been like the hardest part growing up in the Valley?
Just knowing who you could trust out here, because some people, you know, they be grimy, some people be kind of shady, some people kind of be shysty, fake, you know, they be trying to set you up out here. There'll be real situations out here, so you gotta watch like who you trust out here. A lot of people be like fake snakes, you know. So
right.
You just gotta watch who you trust out here. That's really it, you know. It's a little bit hotter than LA, so it's like that's really what's bad out here, you know. There's a lot of, you know, gangbanging and crime and setups and murder out here, but that's anywhere, you know. Everywhere has its goods and bad, good areas, bad areas, you know. That's really what it is.
So I see you got a music video out with J Stone from All Money In. How did that come about?
That's my boy. I met J Stone like through Nipsey Hussle like in 2018. I had pulled up to Nipsey's shop, you know, showed some support, and then he introduced me to J Stone. That's my boy though. Like he hit me up yesterday, you know, on some other stuff, but I can't really talk too much about that. But he's for sure a real one, you know. Like we've been had like the works in for a song since like 2018. Like I wanted to get him originally on the Phase track, but then it was like, you know, it was just like different, like back and forth. He didn't really like the beat, so I had to like find a different beat, you know. So I had to send him like a beat, and he was like, "Oh, I fuck with this one." So I was like, "All right, let's do this one," and that's how it came about.
Okay. So is there any other features we should be looking out for, or any other features you want to do this year?
Yeah, this year I'm for sure going crazy with the music. I got an album dropping this month called Diamonds Over Designer. I got a couple artists on it. Like I got Killa Twan from All Money In. I am Dimillio, my boy Dimillio. I got my boy Savii on it. I got my boy OhGKenobi and Boy on it. And we just dropped a mixtape last month, like collaboration mixtape. My first collaboration mixtape ever. My boy Boy's been grinding with me since like the beginning of it, so I felt, you know, it was right that we come together and drop a collaboration mixtape. So that's who's on the mixtape. But I got a couple people that like I'm working with this year, like SadBoyLoko, like a gang of different people. So I fuck with everybody that really fucks with me, you know.
Right.
That's who I really like. I don't really like try to force anybody or try to be like, oh yeah, I gotta do a song with you, I gotta do a song with you. Like I fuck with the people that like genuinely fuck with me, you know. They show me support. They're like, oh, I fuck with your music. I see your movement. I see what you're doing out here. I fuck with you, you know. Those are the people I fuck with. Like I don't really force like trying to fuck with anybody out here, you know. So that's just what it is.
With that being said, who's your biggest influence?
Nipsey Hussle.
Why?
Because he gave back to his community, he gave back to his team, he gave back to a lot of people. You know, a lot of people are still in a good position right now in life because of all the, you know, groundworks that he put in to put the, like, people in the right position.
Right.
You know, so, and then he had like the business mentality, like the entrepreneur like mentality, like to do business, to do other things, not just music, you know. And I respect that a lot. You know, he did clothing brands, he had like a barbershop opening, he had a barbecue, he owned Fat Burger, like, and he was giving back to like elementary schools. Like, that's like my biggest inspiration when it comes to music.
Right. Is there any advice you want to give to any other upcoming rapper? Because in the 4 years that you've been rapping, I feel like everything's been moving pretty fast for you. You already got a fan base.
Yeah.
You got the verification on Instagram, and there's people that's been rapping 8-9 years, don't have nothing going on. What advice do you have for people that's going the same route that you're on?
Just stay humble and don't give up, you know. A lot of times, like, I even go through hard times, you know, where it's like, you know, sometimes it might knock you off your grind, sometimes it might knock you off your hustle. But you just got to keep that mentality. You got to keep that same hunger where it's like, you know, you can't knock me off my grind. No matter what, I'm going to keep doing what I want to do because I really love this shit. And this shit is like built to me. You know, I was born with music. Some people just don't know it. You know, some people give up. They just have the wrong surroundings around them. So you just got to stay solid, stay humble, and just keep the same motivation and the same grind going on, like the same hunger. Like, you know, can't nobody stop you. That's just it, you know?
Right.
Other than that, you know, if you let somebody mess up your dreams, then you're never really going to get nowhere, you know? You just got to stay humble and stay solid.
Right.
Dream.
So are you under a label or are you independent?
I'm full on independent. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have like a few labels on my radar right now, like Atlantic Records, OTR Records, but right now I'm just taking the independent route, you know, because I like to be able to drop music consistently. And I know, like, with a lot of these labels, it's like, oh, you can't drop until so-and-so this date, or you got to wait till this day to drop music. Me, I'm just like, when I drop music, I just keep putting it out, you know? I just, like, okay, put more music out, you know?
Right.
I don't like to stop dropping music. I feel like I'm one of the most consistent dropping artists because I just keep dropping music back to back. And that's the only reason why I stay independent, you know? And you own 100% of your masters, you know?
When is the album dropping?
I don't have a specific date to give you, you know, because I got a couple surprises with the album that's dropping. So I don't have a specific date, but it's for sure dropping this month, April. So it's been 4 years that I've been rapping, so I'm for sure gonna make it like an album for my anniversary, my 4-year anniversary since I've been doing music. You know, give them a little taste of just what I have to drop this year. You know, I got like four albums dropping this year.
Oh wow. Well, I'm very excited to see what you got ready for the rap game, man, and keep doing what you do. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, that's just it, you know, it's just stay at it, you know. Keep hustling, don't give up. You know, a lot of people are gonna try to make you give up. A lot of people are gonna try to get in your way. A lot of people are gonna try to kick you down in life, but no matter what, just don't let nobody kick you down. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not good enough, you know. No matter what, you just gotta believe in yourself and be like, you know what, I am good enough. I'm gonna still keep doing this shit. If you're not gonna rock with me, if you're not gonna support me, there's other people that are gonna rock with me and support me. You know, there's a lot of good people out here. You just gotta find the right people.
No said. Appreciate you today, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, man.
Let's go.
Purple, my blunt is a classic. I let a couple rats bust out the plastic. Studio legend, I'm one of the fastest. I'm cooking that potion, I know a little magic. No ice in my cup, it's just one of them days.